task today. I'm here at Conrad's bus garage, where he works on his purple turd. Very nice of him to let me hang out here and play with my bus today. So this is the new water tank, and I'm going to mount it up under here. That's the existing water tank, so that's going to get moved forward, and then the new one will be put back here. So I'm going to drop that one and then mount the brackets for that one. First, I have to drain the water tank. It's the easiest way to do it, so I don't end up filling the ground with the water where I'm going to be working. So I'm almost ready to take the old tank out. I'm just going to get the feed line here disconnected. There's the filler pipe. Right there. So that's all free of fitting, so I just need to drop the bolts and drop the tank down. Free. There it goes. Let's see if I can get it. I was going to say, let me see if I can get it down the ground nicely. Get to solve the problem for me. Shorten this bracket. Just going to cut it and then I'll overlap it to the right length and then weld it together. handy vise here. You can see that. Let's see. And then my UK extension cord. This is the one I use for camping. It's got the sealed box for weather. That is another double-decker. I'll come through and get some more videos of these later. But these are a few more of the buses that are in here. So this is the storage shed. And then the other shed on this side is where they do the work. So, back to my task. Not going to be a whole bunch of distance between the two tanks, probably 6 or 8 inches. I think I can move the original tank forward a little bit and give me a little bit more room to do all the plumbing, but I'll see what that looks like. Welder stop feeding wire. Let's see what the issue is. Solved with the welder. It was jammed up. This was the jam. It was jammed up right in here, right after the feed, going into the feed line or whatever you call it. So just lost a little bit of wire, refed it, and everything should be good.
Start. They're all inside. Then you cleared this one.
Okay, so this one's going to go on like
this
that.
one's, yeah.
You
want it to sit on the edge like this?
Right on the edge.
Yep.
And then this one will sit underneath like that.
Okay. Thank you. Poppy!
The holes are big enough.
Yep, I'm good this side. site. Oh, nice easy cut. So we take that out now. That should be a lot softer on the end for that to push on. See?
There's still lots more.
That's fine, Pops, thank you. There we go, look. When that dries off, it will pinch it in again for you. Watch this now, look, so that's dripping out. And then that one should push nicely on that. There we go, look.
I'm gonna need a wrench.
Yep.
I think I'm gonna run unless I cut. Yeah, I left these long.
Yeah. It. Yeah, that's touching nicely. That's pinched the tank as well, so it's like locked in there as well.
Okay.
It's going nowhere.
Where was the?
The middle connect.
Well, first of all, is that going to reach? Is that going to reach by itself?
No. Because that's your filler pipe, be touching it there.
Okay, yes, it won't
Yeah.
reach. So that will probably work.
Is this American hose pipe?
Yes,
A lot thicker, isn't it?
I think so.
Well, just increase it, put it into pressure. Right, water's now here.
Okay. Yeah, it's filling.
We've got some water. So we've got a little bit of a leak coming from up here.
You do?
There's a little trickle. Yeah, we've got a little bit of a dribble. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's filling up.
Okay.
You just need to tighten that leak. Phoebe! Turn it off, babe! Turn it off! Off! Good girl. Free shower.
Yeah.
Right, let's have a look. Turn on hose pipe again, darling. Yeah, it's a slow leak, then increase the pressure. Have a look.
I think part of it is because of the kink here. It's backing up a little pressure there, but we'll see how it goes.
It's filling in with a nice leak here this time.
Okay. So I'm gonna have to fix this loop because there's a loop here from the front tank that goes up about 6 inches and back down again,
Right.
which means that when this tank gets down, it'll never get the bottom 6 inches of this tank out.
Yeah.
So I've got to go directly across at some point. but I can fix that.
Yeah. There you go.
There we go. Now we're over the top. And it's dripping down here. Again,
Yeah.
it's weird. I loosened up the hose clamp and the drip
Stops leaking.
stopped. Yeah.
How bizarre. Have you got the crossbar for this one?
I do.
Gonna put it on?
No, I gotta drill it, then I can do that tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right.
Wait, I can see the water line.
Can you see the water
It's
line?
like there.
Oh, brilliant. That's good then. They have a gauge now. Did you see the gauge earlier? Did you see the gauge earlier? Says like little fuel gauge, which is for water. Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah, that means full and empty. Yeah. You know, Dave tidy everything away. Nope, we've got a leak. We've got a big leak.
I don't take it off.
No, that's the overflow. That's like a burp.
Like a burp.
Yep. That's a burp from this tank. This tank is full. It's not. Okay, so shut off the hose.
Yeah, go and turn the water off. Which you can.
Okay, so it's filling up the front tank faster than it's transferring over. Yeah. Yeah. And I have successfully wired in the water tank gauge here. I'm gonna make a little wooden stand for it, and I think mount it right about back here in the corner, which is right near the water switch, the water pump switch. So that was a big success for this weekend. So this is going to be the bracket that holds the water gauge. So I need to drill a hole that fits the white shaft and is smaller than the chrome ring. And the only hole saw that we had between the three of us was a little bit too small. So I don't know if you can see, I've drawn a pencil line around where the hole needs to be. So I've got some files, but I'm gonna approximate the line with my jigsaw and then file it out the rest of the way. So, and then I'm gonna cut along this line to make a nice rectangle and then mount that right next to the sink. Getting there slowly. Ah, look at that. Perfect. Got a little sandpaper, and I'll probably Velcro it down to the countertop, but that'll look nice, I think. So the bracket's all done, sanded up. I didn't bother polyurethaning it or anything. I may end up putting this in the wall at some point, along with, because I have all my other electronics up here. So I could possibly put it here in the wall, but that requires a bit more work than this. But at least it's all wired up and it'll be functional for now. So this is going to go through the hole. Get it straight. Make sure that. These straight up and down. That looks pretty good. Tighten that up. I've got the Velcro on the bottom. Plug it back in, and that should pop up to half tank. There we go. Clip that on, and then I think I'm going to put it right about there for now. There, one water gauge.